Hi, welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for December 26, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website at whenthecurveslineup.com. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, sunrise occurs at 7:17 a.m. Central Standard Time, followed by sunset at 4:26 p.m. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. An hour before daybreak, the bright moon, 100% illuminated, is low in the west-northwest. This month's bright moon is known as the cold moon. It reaches the full phase this evening at 6:33 p.m. CST. Farther eastward, brilliant Venus gleams in the late December sky. After the sun and moon, it is the brightest star-like body in the sky. The morning star is moving eastward in front of Libra and towards Scorpius. At 45 minutes before sunup, the planet is to the lower left of Zubin el-Janubi and Zubina Shamali and to the upper right of Dshubba and Graphius. The planet passes in front of Scorpius and 0.9 degrees to the upper left of Graphius on New Year's Day morning. This morning, Antares, the Scorpion's brightest star, is over 15 degrees to the lower left of Venus and over 6 degrees above the southeast horizon. Its rosy color blends into the colors of sunrise to make it a challenge to see. Use a binocular to initially find it. Mercury and Mars are moving into the eastern sky before sunrise. The innermost planet gains nearly 10 minutes of rising time compared to sunrise each morning. It rises 48 minutes before sunrise. Mars is considerably slower, gaining time, rising 3 minutes after the speedy planet. While in bright twilight, Mercury passes Mars tomorrow. The conjunction is not visible because the planets are quite dim. In the evening sky, the cold moon is in the east-northeast after nightfall, and with Earth's rotation it seems to take all night to move to the western horizon. It somewhat mimics the diurnal track of an early summer sun. Moonlight brightly illuminates the ground, casting shadows across the landscape. The ground is bright enough to easily take an evening walk without the need for a flashlight. The lunar orb is surrounded by the bright stars Capella, Betelgeuse, and Castor. It is in front of Gemini. Bright Jupiter, over 60 degrees to the upper right of the moon, is over halfway up in the southeast. Its retrograde ends in 4 nights and it begins to resume its normal eastward motion against Aries stars. Tonight, it is 11.4 degrees to the lower right of Hamel, the Ram's brightest star, and 14.4 degrees to the upper right of Menkar, part of Cetus. In this moonlight, stand in the shadow of a building to block the moon or use a binocular to see the stars. Saturn, dimmer than Jupiter, but brighter than most stars tonight, is over 30 degrees above the south-southwest horizon and over 20 degrees to the upper right of the star Fomalhaut. With Earth's rotation, Saturn sets in the west-southwest, less than 5 hours after sundown and long before midnight. Jupiter is south about an hour before Saturn sets. The Jovian giant sets in the west-northwest tomorrow morning, nearly 5 hours before sunrise. When Venus is visible in the southeast tomorrow morning, the moon is in the west-northwest below Castor and Pollux. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.